Right, we are now recording. Sorry, welcome to everyone. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Thank you for giving up your valuable time. Today, I just want to introduce the panelists that we've got for you. We're going to be talking about Olivers in the White River area of the Mpumalanga Panorama in South Africa. So first and foremost, we have three lovely ladies from Team Tanja, Danae, and Nozi. I'm not going to go into too much detail because Tanja will do full introductions there. We also have Rogan Bartman, who's the general manager of my company. He's here today to assist me with all technical aspects of this presentation. So yeah, with regards to the technical aspects and how it works, if you can please avoid using chat to ask questions. You're welcome to chat with one another if you want to in the chat bar, but the Q&A is reserved for the questions that you may have for the panelists. So what will happen is Tanja and the ladies will be chatting, and ultimately there's a gap in their presentation. Rogan will bring in the questions and answers. Sorry, there's a bit of noise in the background. I don't know what's going on there. It's something's happening, but anyway. So yeah, Rogan will bring in your questions, and the panelists will absolutely do their best to answer those questions. We'll also be sending an email follow-up post this webinar to all of you with all of the Olivers collateral, marketing images, and everything that you're needing in order to try and sell Olivers onto your clients. So without further ado, I'm going to then give remote control to Tanja, and we'll carry on from there. Tanja, I'm waiting for you to take control.
Wait, just click on the key. Am I here?
Yeah, I think so. You need
okay. Thank you so much, Andy.
It says waiting for Tanja Ruf. You need your mouse and you need to click on the screen.
I did.
Okay, there we go. You've got control. I'm going to start your presentation for you. There we go. Now you're going to press the right arrow, Tanja, and you're ready to go.
Okay. Before I go into the presentation, hi everybody. Thank you very much for joining us at the AIF webinar and for attending so numerously, so many people. Before I start the presentation, I'd like to introduce my team here. This is Danae. Danae been with us for just over 3.5 years. She started off as reservations manager and has recently been appointed as the operations manager, but she is still your contact in terms of rates, contracting, and marketing. And then to my left, we've got Nozi. Nozi's been with us for just over a year. She would have been the friendly face and the beautiful smile behind reception, and she is now our newly appointed reservations manager. And then there's me, Tanja Ruf, also known as Mrs. Oliver or Miss Oliver, and I am the founder and owner of Olivers for the last 22 years. So before we start our presentation, a lot of people ask, how did Olivers start? So I'd like to give you a little bit of a history, of an insight into our history. You could say it started about when I was 4 years old. My grandmother owned a hotel in a ski resort in Austria, and I told everybody then already that I was going to take it over one day, and I was even preparing her staff that I was going to be their new boss one day. So then in my final high school year, we had to write a business plan, and you could say that that was pretty much the start of Olivers already. I did my hotel schooling in Salzburg, Austria, and after that I worked in Austria and in Switzerland, and this is also where I met my husband, Oliver. He came from a hotel family and he was a qualified chef. We traveled the world a bit, and we then received an offer as a management couple to run the White River Golf Lodge, and started there in October '98. This was a wonderful stepping stone for us without having to make too many big investments. And it was on Old Year's Day 2000 that we signed the offer to purchase for the property of where Olivers stands today. We started building on the 1st of April 2001, and we opened our doors just 9 months later on the 1st of December 2001. Those days, Olivers consisted of an 80-seater restaurant and 3 hotel rooms. In 2004, we added on another 6 rooms, which we know today as our luxury rooms and suites. And then in 2005, we added on another extension with another 3 rooms. Then a few years passed, 2011, Oliver and I sadly decided to part ways, and I decided to keep Oliver's and grow it to what I had always envisaged it to be. 2013, we went through a major revamp. So when we at the Wellness and Beauty Center, 2014, I bought a neighboring house and turned that into what we know today, the 4-bedroom family house. And then in 2019, so last year, we went and did another soft refurb and upgraded the Wellness Center completely. So as you can see, like I say, Rome, Oliver's was also not built in a day, and we carry on growing, adding, adapting. Yeah, so that's a little bit about how we got to this point. And I'm going to hand over now to Danae to let her do.
Just for a second, Tanya, it says waiting for you to take control again. So you need to click on the screen. Okay, you're in control. There we go.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm going to start with just on where we're located first, and then we'll get into access points and accommodation, the facilities, as well as our wellness. I'm going to start with where we're situated. Obviously, we are in the Mpumalanga province of South Africa. I just want to tap, sorry, please excuse me. Okay, so this zoomed in version of the map gives you a good idea of how close we are to the KMIA airport, as well as the Kruger National Park and all the entry points. We are situated on the Panorama route. So you literally start at Oliver's, but Nazi will get into that just now. I'm going to quickly.
You want the next one?
Yeah. Okay, so access to Oliver's is really easy. Just going back one. Sorry about that.
I'm going to let you do that.
Okay.
I'm going to mess it up. Okay.
Okay, so access to Oliver's, we've got fly-in or self-drive with self-drive, listen to me. Self-drive with transfers. Guests can fly into Oliver Tambo in Johannesburg and do a self-drive. It's about 3 to 4 hours, or 2.5 if you're Tanya. Or you can fly from Johannesburg to KMIA and then also either rent a car, or we can arrange a transfer service. It's really close by. And then I'm going to quickly, it takes a bit of time there. So that is the entrance, the main building of Oliver's. We do have a 24-hour free secure parking. It is fenced in, but that's just to give you an idea. That is our main entrance that you would then walk through past our reception. I'm going with my voice now. Okay, sorry about that. This is our guest lounge. So usually when guests check in, we'll take them through to the lounge, let them have their welcome drink. There is also a wraparound veranda. So if it's warm enough, guests can sit outside. We have got our bar area that's situated between the lounge and the restaurant. I'm getting nervous. Okay. So we've got an 80-seater restaurant. It does have indoor as well as outdoor dining options. We serve an a la carte menu. It does change seasonally. So every 3 to 4 months, we change our menu. We also do change our menu, which I'll get to, about the sourcing the local ingredients. Okay. The wine cellar. So we've got, it's a hidden gem downstairs. We've got an 8-seater wine cellar where we do a la carte dinners, which is private dining, or they can do raclette and fondue, which is our fun dining option. Okay. Okay, so this was about the sourcing of ingredients. Why we change our menu seasonally also is to adapt to what grows locally. We grow our own herb garden and veggies, and about 80% of our menu or our ingredients are locally sourced. Tanya also has a hidden talent with her beekeeping, so every now and then we get our own organic honey to use in the restaurant. Okay. We do cater for weddings and birthday functions, anniversaries, baby showers. We cater for about, hey? kitchen teas. Weddings, we do cater for up to 120 guests. What else? I'm getting nervous. You're in? You're in dinners as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to, I think that's our accommodation next. Yes, okay. So at Oliver's, we say we've got 14 units, but within those 14 units are some family options. I'm going to start with our entry-level category. That's our exclusive standard room. We've got 4 exclusive standard rooms, which you can see in front of you. 3 of them are located in our main building and 1 is to an adjacent building. Then we've got our luxury rooms. So we've got 5 luxury rooms. The difference between the standard and the luxury is the sizing. So our standard rooms, the standard rooms are 45 square meters, and then the luxuries are 75. The luxury rooms do also feature a fireplace with a seating area, private veranda overlooking the pool. And then in each category, which I'll get to now, I think I've got the 5th luxury room on the next slide. That's our luxury loft room. In terms of extra beds and spacing, for luxury rooms, we can put in 1 extra bed, except for this room here. Here we can cater for up to 2 adults and 3 children under 12, or 3 adults and 2 children under 12. We've got a day bed there. It's got I think this room's got the best view, right on top of the adjacent building. And then we've got our 2 executive suites. So they are on the 1st floor, next to each other, and they are mirror images of each other, just different stylings and finishes. Here we can also cater for 2 adults and 2 children under the age of 12. The executive suites, do I have a photo here? Yes, of the outdoor shower. So that's really nice in summer.
Europeans even.
Can I come in there and say something quickly, Danae?
Yeah.
You mind? Yeah, so guys, just so that from a hotel terms perspective, these are full-blown suites. You can see on the left-hand side, you've got your bedroom, open plan to your bathroom. You see on the image on the right-hand side on the top, there's a completely separate lounge. So it's almost, it's a full hotel suite in worldwide standard terms. It's a full hotel suite. You've got a separate lounge from your bedroom, ensuite bathroom. The luxury suites or luxury rooms that Danae went on to talk about, you've got the standard rooms which are 45 squares. Then you've got the sort of junior suites where you've got your lounge open plan to your bedroom, and then you've got these 2 full-blown full suites as far as hotel terminology is concerned. Carry on. Thanks, Danae. Sorry, Danae.
It's okay. Okay, so next, I think I've got the family unit, the exclusive family unit. So you'll notice that one of these bedrooms looks familiar to the exclusive standard rooms, which is room 1. It does open up to have a 2nd bedroom, but when we sell it as just a standard room, we close that door and just use the 1 bedroom. But that is our family option in the exclusive standard category. It is an interleading unit, but it only has 1 entrance. So it would be ideal for families traveling together, not so much 2 couples if they're wanting privacy. Each room does have its own bathroom in this exclusive family unit, and it sleeps up to 4 guests. If there is a child under 12, we can put in an extra bed as well. And this room has got views over the golf course, so that's also really nice. And then we've got the 2-bedroom family cottage. So this unit has 2, the bedrooms have queen beds. That's something I forgot now in the other categories, is which rooms we can make twin beds and not. So in exclusive standard category, all our bedrooms can be made twin beds or kings. In the luxury category, only 4 of the bedrooms can be made twins. There's 1 with a sleigh bed where we can't split the beds. The executive suites as well, they are king beds, they cannot be split. But in the family cottage, we've got 2 queen beds, ensuite with showers only. It is nice, it's got its own entrance, a veranda, a lounge area. So, self-catering. It has a little kitchenette. And then we've got our 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom luxury family house. It is an 8-sleeper. We can't put any extra beds in there, but it's really nice for, I would say, friends traveling together or golfers, we can sell it as 3 singles or 3 doubles. It's got 3 bathrooms. Yeah.
Or families with grandparents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
granny and grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. 2 of the bedrooms on the right side of the house have a bathroom in between. So we normally put the kids on that side. And it has got a direct pathway to the swimming pool, the lodge pool. Have we got a photo of the pool here? Okay. So what we will share afterwards is a link to more information as well as images on Oliver's, because I think we left some out here. I just want to go into our rates and T's and C's. So all of our room rates are inclusive of breakfast. We do have the option to add on dinner to the value of 370 Rand, which usually covers the 3-course. We do have a lot of agents as well if they want to add a bottle of wine, if it's a special occasion for guests. We bake the famous Austrian Sacher cake. And in terms of COVID-19 protocols, we are following the what do you call it? I forgot now, but it's basically what was issued by the government to our tourism sector. We have put in place all those health and safety protocols. And in terms of our adjustments because a lot of agents have asked about cancellation, we have lessened our deposit policy from 50% to 20%. And in terms of our cancellation, it remains the same, but we will handle each one on a case-by-case basis. Obviously, we want the clients to postpone rather than to cancel completely. Yeah, so that's what we've done. If you do want a copy of our protocols and that, please feel free to ask. And then
I think it's on our website as well.
After this, what was this? Wellness now. I've skipped wellness. I'm so sorry. I'm going to quickly show you our wellness. Okay, so we've got 4 full-time spa therapists. We offer a wide range of treatments, massages, facials, manis, pedis. We do also do pamper parties, bridal parties. It's really a great place to just relax, especially if guests are coming from the Kruger. They've been on activities all the time. They just want to unwind. This is the perfect place to do that.
We also have one on-site therapist. So if people do want a later massage, she can offer. We can offer that. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the in-room dining.
Oh, yes.
Whoopsie. Okay, so with the restaurant and the whole COVID situation, we have also started offering in-room dining on request. So we set up the table in the room with the chairs and we serve like we would normally. And then, yeah, Andy, I don't know if there's anything you'd like to add.
Yeah, guys, just, so my history in the industry, without going into too much detail, is I started off as a guide in the Savi Sands, and that was from 1999 to 2003. And pretty much every second or third set of guests that I ended up guiding, I'd say, where have you come in from? And they'd say, oh, they've come in from Blue Mountain or Sibili. Oliver's was just starting off in those days, but it would have been Oliver's if they'd been around and operating for that length of time. And, kind of all of the itineraries were 18 to 20 days long in Southern Africa, and you didn't leave the panorama out of an itinerary. It was always a, 2 or 3 night stop for people to really enjoy the sights of the panorama. And I'm going to let Nazi go into detail of what you can do in the area. There's so much to do from Oliver's, and that's the reason is that these safari lodges, even back in the day when I was guiding, were hellishly expensive. They are expensive. They are great value for money. You're going to get a great Big 5 experience and the best safari in the world, but they are expensive comparative to a normal hotel room. And so now what's happened subsequent throughout my marketing career is I've seen itineraries kind of becoming shorter and shorter and shorter, and that's because there's pressure from the end user through the whole supply channel, and we've only got 10 days, and how do we do, some of them want to do East Africa and Southern Africa in 10 days, and it's crazy, guys, because we're not doing any justice to the end user clients demanding this, and we're certainly not doing justice to our country or Southern Africa. We need itineraries to become longer. And what COVID's actually done, I'm a member in various tourism bodies, and I'm following this, the projections post-COVID, as we come out of COVID, is that itineraries are going to become longer again. People are going to say, well, if we're going to take the risk of flying long haul. We're definitely not going for 10 days, and we're definitely not going to try and do 5 or 6 different stops in 10 days. So what you're going to see is you're going to see most likely itineraries becoming longer, 15, 16, 18 days again, hopefully. And secondly, you're going to see probably 3 stops. And there's still a place for Oliver's in an itinerary. And the reason for that is that do you want to, a lot of people will start with safari and then end off in Cape Town. And if that's the case, you're flying them halfway across the world. They arrive in Johannesburg. They are feeling like they've been hit by a freight train regarding, often being tired. They haven't slept properly on the plane. And then they're rushed into, because people don't really want them to overnight in Johannesburg. So they're often rushed, if they can, into connecting, right into the reserve. And, they're half asleep for the first day and a half that they are spending 15, 20, or 20,000 Rand per person per night on safari. Why do that to them? Why not get them to Oliver's? Their schedules, flights, as the name pointed out, have them, easy drive down to Oliver's. Have them spend a night or 2 or 3 nights at Oliver's. Have a good glass of wine, have some massage, have all of the stuff that we've talked about, and Nozi will go into the detail of what else they can do. Let them rejuvenate, let them exhale, and then get them into their safari lodge, which is costing them an absolute mint to be there, and let them fully enjoy their safari. Or coming out of safari, everyone thinks, hold on, let's get them straight from safari somewhere else. Well, guys, safari is not as relaxing as we thought. I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I was going to bed at 11 o'clock at night. Your guests are doing the same thing. Once they finish their safari, let them come to Oliver's and actually just have a pamper, relax, play around at golf, do something that they're going to chill out before getting them onto the next adventurous part of their activity. So it's the perfect pre and post safari destination. It's literally an hour. You didn't go on touch on exact distances. It's 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes drive from KMIA. So you can get them easily there for connection to Livingston and to Vilankulos and to wherever else they're going off on their itineraries. It's also only an hour and a half drive from the Sabi Sands. So it's perfectly situated to pick up all of your pre and post safari business. Your guests will thank you for using Oliver's and letting them relax and enjoy their safari properly, and also giving them a chance to see South Africa that's becoming less and less sold for whatever reason. Right, that's my hard sales pitch over, and I'm going to hand over to Nozi. Thanks, Nozi.
Thank you, Andy. Hello, guys. Hi, everybody. It is a pleasure to be part of this webinar and to introduce myself to you. Without further ado, we will start off with golfing in the area. So Oliver's is situated on the first green of the 18 Championship golf course in White River, which is just a walking distance from the lodge. And then we also have Matumi in Nelspruit Golf Course, which is about half an hour's drive from us. We also have the Sabi River Sun and the 9-hole Kruger Park Lodge course, which is in Hazy View, which is also about a half an hour's drive from us. And then Oliver's is also affiliated with Leopard Creek, which is the renowned and famous Leopard Creek Golf Course in Malelane, which is about under an hour's drive from us. In all these golf courses, a booking is essential and can be made through us. And then for the big 5, Kruger Safaris.
Nozi, sorry. Let's go back one slide there. I want to interrupt you. Can I interrupt you and go back to the Leopard Creek, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, bookings are essential for all golf courses, but Leopard Creek is a private golf course. It's not accessible to the general public. It's not accessible to, by and large, 99% of the people. There's a few places where if you stay, they have access to be able to book a round of golf at Leopard Creek. And Oliver's is one of the handful of places in the entire Mpumalanga Lowveld. Most of the others are actually Sabi Sands safari lodges that have got permission to do so. So if you're wanting your guests to play Leopard Creek, you can't just try and book with them. They've got to stay at a handful of places, and Oliver's is probably one of the few affordable, really nice, affordable, but luxurious places where you can book your guests into, and they can still have a round of golf at Leopard Creek. Sorry, Nozi, over to you again.
Thank you, Andy. Okay, so then going on to the big 5, which brings the most tourists to our lovely country, Kruger Safaris. So guests, the nearest gate from us is the Numbi Gate, which is roughly an hour's drive from us. And guests are more than welcome to self-drive there, or we can organize a half day or a full day safari. And then last but not least is the panorama route, which has, can I go on to the next slide? Oh. The panorama route, which has breathtaking views such as the Blind River Canyon, which is the largest green canyon in the world, because like potholes and God's Window and many more. There is also the 3 roundabouts, as you can see on our slides there. And then there's also exhilarating activities such as the Kraskop Gorge lift, where you go down with that lift to see the beautiful waterfalls that are also on the waterfall. And then there's also ziplining, elephant interaction, whitewater rafting, quiet biking, tobogganing, and many more. So there's a lot that tourists can do while they're staying with us after coming from a safari or before they go into a safari. Guests are more than welcome to self-drive themselves, and we will happily assist them with route planning, or we can organize a guided tour along the panorama route. So that is much about the panorama, and Tanya will just close.
I forgot one thing.
Okay.
So something else that I thought of through this lockdown is, you know, in peak times when the Kruger National Park is fully booked and you're struggling with availability, Oliver's is also perfect as your next stop to base here and then go on safari from here. So yeah.
Okay. So I think with all this information, I hope that we have shown you that Oliver's is so much more than just a stopover, but that it's an oasis for guests to taste, rejuvenate, and exhale with us. We are a family, and I'm also proud to say that the majority of my staff has been with me for 10 to 15 years or longer even. And we not only work hard, we also play hard, as you can see, but we strive for our guests' best service delivery. And as a team, we even uplift ourselves through the toughest times. So yeah, that's a wrap. That's from us.
Is there any questions?
Yeah, is there any questions? Yeah, sorry.
No questions have come through that I've picked up on the forum. If anybody does have any questions, to please post them now.
Hopefully that means we did a good job.
While you guys are thinking about possible questions to ask, I just want to sum up how I think Oliver's should be looked at from your itinerary perspective. So we touched on that 2-bedroom cottage. So the rest of Oliver's is very much, it's not a formally graded product, but the rest of Oliver's is very much a 5-star product, from the rooms to the dining to the service. The 2-bedroom cottage, not the 4-bedroom house, but the 2-bedroom cottage, is probably a good 4-star cottage. As we said, it's got showers in the bathroom. They're both en suite. So guys, you know, you often will think, oh, you know, the budget doesn't allow. We've got maybe a 4-star budget. So you know, and you completely look past Oliver's. Well, there is a 4-star cottage where they can have access to the spa and the amenities and the restaurants and everything else that Oliver's offers as well, at a reduced rate. So they're really good rates for that 2-bedroom cottage. It's not always available. It's really popular, but you know, don't automatically think, oh, geez, Oliver's is going to be too expensive for these guests in the area. By and large, even the 5-star rooms, you know, the 5-star product is relatively affordable in terms of 5-star luxury. When I say relatively, supremely affordable, comparative to a lot of other, you know, opulent 5-star products that are based around South Africa. So, you know, even if you've got 4-star plus clients who are going off to safari, you know, even the 5-star room categories at Oliver's are definitely affordable for carrying in an itinerary. Then, as I've touched on, and I'm not going to rehash the whole thing, but it's perfect pre and post safari destination for relaxation, spa, all of the activities. Guys, what we didn't mention, what none of the ladies mentioned here, is that it's completely family friendly as well.
Yeah,
so,
we just said that.
Sorry.
yeah, so there was pictures of kids there ziplining, and you know, let's not forget, yes, safari is great, but it's and yes, the ranger, if you've got a good guide, good safari. If your guide's good, he'll bring the kids in, and you know, let the kids have fun. And possibly, I know it's kind of against the law from a health and safety perspective, but I used to do it, try and give the kid a ride in the tractor seat, and safari is really fun. But ultimately, you know, your kids are where memories are made on on your trips and your big long haul trips, memories that they're going to be talking about for the rest of their life. And there's so much for the children to do in the panorama, from all of these adventurous things, from bird stringing to, you know, the zip lining to quad biking to all sorts of stuff. So, you know, just really these 2 or 3 days that you include Oliver's in your itinerary will be absolute family gold, memory gold down the line. All right. And then lastly, golf. I really want to touch on this because I know I did mention that Leopard Creek option, guys. That's the #1 course in the, I mean, people that are playing, you know, in the Masters. I mean, there's Alfred Donald Championships at Leopard Creek every year, but ultimately, all of your top golfing clients around the world who are coming to South Africa and playing Arabella or playing Pezula or playing Fancourt Links are going to want to play Leopard Creek. They know about it. Like they know about Singida. Everyone knows Singida. Everyone wants to play Leopard Creek. If you're a golfer and you're in South Africa, coming on a 15-night itinerary and they are golfing and safaring, they are going to want to play Leopard Creek. When you hear of that itinerary or when you're working on that itinerary, light bulb moment, Oliver's, we use Oliver's because the ladies can be sparring or being, or the gents can be sparring while the ladies are having golf. It depends on golfers. It can be couples golfing together. But there's something for everyone to do while those that are not playing, while those that are playing golf are playing golf. Those that don't want to play golf can really just have an amazing time. So I don't know if I've missed anything, you know, as far as how it should be sold, Tanya. I think we're pretty. The other thing is the food, guys. We didn't really touch on it, but Oliver's has really won. They've won awards. They've been in the top 100 restaurants in South Africa. They've got an award-winning wine list, which they pair with their menu. You heard Danae talk about them changing their menu up seasonally, you know, with whatever produce is their exec chef. Really, they're one of the best restaurants in South Africa. So, and I'm going to say this, Tanya's probably going to feel too embarrassed to say that. Usually they don't know directly about their own product. That's what I'm paid for. But I'm not telling you that because I'm paid to do it. I'm telling you, I wouldn't represent a product that I didn't fully endorse or believe in. And the restaurant at Oliver's has to be one of the best dining experiences I've ever had in my entire life. You cannot go to Oliver's without trying the apple strudel, and you cannot go to without trying their pork. Just some inside scoop information for you there. Anything that I've missed? Okay, guys.
Okay. Well, I've got some questions that have come through.
Okay.
Great. So I have Sharon just asking, do you have any wheelchair accessible rooms? And then just a second follow-up to that would be, would you consider yourself as wheelchair friendly?
Yes, we do. We have 3 rooms on the ground floor. They are the luxury category. They're all 3 wheelchair accessible. And we also have wheelchair ramps into the showers. And then the 4-bedroom family house is also wheelchair friendly.
Fantastic. Thanks, Tanya.
Yeah.
There's more questions, so I'm just going to keep going. There's another 3 questions. So I have another question coming through from Anaki asking, do you have any activities specifically for children at Oliver's?
We have a little kiddies garden, like with a jungle gym, a little exploration trail that when we were building, we excavated the old White River bed. So we've got a little natural pond down there.
Kiddies corner and
Kiddies corner and the wellness. We also do, we have a little kiddies menu for kids to come and do some pampering. And then we've got a kiddies indoor playroom as well.
Guys, I've got a 4-year-old daughter. And
Kiddies menu.
My daughter and my wife are going to be, it was a present to them recently, but I mean, they're going for an hour-long mani-pedi mom and daughter thing. So that's another thing that is great for little girls. Sorry, carry on, T.
Yeah, no, and then we offer a kiddies menu as well, a little colouring in activity menu.
Great. Okay, the next question comes from Leandra. She's just, I don't know if it's quite a question. She's just saying, please include the detailed golf course information of Leopard Creek in terms of golf carts, meal options whilst on the golf course, etc.
Okay, so included in the rates, sorry, Rogan, in the green fee. The green fee currently is 5,150 Rand per person. and it includes the use of a golf cart, and it includes what do you call it? A light snack at halfway house.
Oh, great. And that's for Leopard Creek as well, huh? That's the Leopard Creek.
Yeah, that's Leopard Creek, correct.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, then there's just one more that's come through. I see it came through the chat.
Sorry, Rogan. Let me just quickly
Yep.
touch on that because I've played Leopard Creek a couple of times. So the light snack is fairly substantial, guys. But if they're wanting, I mean, there's a full blown restaurant. Yes, it's golf, golfy sort of style foods. Done, kind of, so instead of just the normal burger that you'd get at a normal golf club, it's a gourmet style burger or something with a little bit of an extra touch to it. But there's a full-blown, menu and restaurant if you're wanting something more substantial, which you could then opt for as well at an extra pay. But that light snack is fairly substantial at Leopard Creek. Okay. Sorry, next question.
Right. The next one's from Bonnie. I see she's just put a question over the chat, but I picked it up. The 2-bedroom family cottage, what does the kitchenette include?
It's a fully functional kitchen. It's got dishwashers, washing machine, dryer, oven, a 4-plate, what do you call it? Stove, microwave, kettle, coffee machine. That's fully equipped.
Great. Those are all the questions that have come through. There's nothing more that I can see.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think any parting comments? Are you guys done, ladies? Should we end off?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
For taking the time, and yeah, good luck to all of us through this
Next year.
And
Sorry, guys, one question quickly slipped in now. Somebody just mentioned here that they may have missed it, but do you offer a shuttle service to KMIA?
Yes. Not from Oliver's, we outsource it, but we do arrange it.
At an extra cost, right?
Yes.
The current rate, if it's 2 to 4 persons, it's 330 Rand per person one way.
Okay. Perfect. All right, guys. So on that note, I think we're going to end. So first of all, just from my side, I want to thank the 3 ladies in the bottom of the screen. Thanks for the great job that you've done today. Thanks for sharing your passion on Oliver's and with everyone. Rogan, thanks for your help with the questions and the technical stuff. But, most importantly, to all of those that have tuned in, guys, your time is really valuable to us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to sit through this. And we look forward to your inquiries and your bookings. Please, guys, we're selling the panorama. We can't be all bottlenecking business. Cape Town, Sabi Sands, Vic Falls, Cape Town, Sabi Sands, Vic Falls. We're going to die as a country. We need to be selling the garden. We need to be selling the panorama. We need to be selling these beautiful places. All right. Thanks very much for your time, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the Thursday. And with that, we're going to end off. All right. Thanks. And we'll catch you next week, Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.